Oh God. Now we are live. Hey
Okay.
guys, we are back today. I believe we are having a swell time. But before we move on, because it's an important day, let me share out this link first of all to a couple of people. Um, Let me share this link out to a couple of people so that they can be part of it. Um, I don't want people to miss out on anything at all. I don't want guys to miss out on anything. So, we're kind of, I think I'm done. Um,
Okay. What's this?
Good. I sent you this one, the link to this live exactly on Facebook. But if it might worry you to share when you want to share it.
Let me
Um,
share it. I think I can.
oh, you're gone blank.
Yeah, just a minute. Let me just share it.
Okay.
Okay.
So welcome back. Hello guys. This is Emmanuela Ella. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can't remember exactly. I think I met Emmanuela around 2017, 2018, and then it was still a fresh time. Fast forward today, Emmanuela is the CEO of El Africa, and then she has built her fashion brand from zero to what it is today. It's like this is $1 million brand today. If you've known her from the onset, you will know that she has been in this industry for a long time. She's here to share to us what she calls, if you can see it, you can achieve it. She calls it visioning. So today we'll be learning on the power of visioning um, from Emmanuela Heman. Emmanuela, are you ready with us for us? I notice your network is looking bad. Uh, I hope you're there. Hi, are you there? Ooh, sometimes it's hard to when you are not able to do all these things. Hello, guys. First of all, my name is Raman. Today is the second day of the Evolve Code Summit. Tiny little action. Yesterday was a swell time. We had Gegele Olushola. We had Evelyn Charles, and we had Dr. Agunwa Emery. Now, they took us through a journey, and this journey is a journey that really changed my mind on a lot of things, especially the fact that women today could venture into a space for men and dominate. Then towards the end, we learned a whole lot around timing, that we can borrow time from one part of our life to another part of our life that we feel is more that we feel we need the time more. And then we could also merge time, like merging our time with more successful people. Today with Emmanuela Heman, we'll be discussing visioning. She calls it, if you can see it in your mind, you can achieve it. Emanuela, let us meet you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Emmanuela, like Raman has already said, and I am the CEO of El Africa.
Awesome. So, Emmanuela, I will go backstage, then leave the stage for you to share your story with us. Thank you so much.
All right,
I'll see
thank
you.
you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all can hear me. So, this is my first time of doing this, so I hope you guys will bear with me and just listen to all I have to say. So, I put a couple of notes here on the things I would like to discuss. So I defined visioning, and then my definition to a layman language is visioning is the ability to think and plan a future through imagination, or vision is the ability to imagine things, think about the future. And I would say that that is where it all starts from. Your ability to think about something. I used to this if you can see with your mind and you can achieve it, you can then if you can see with your mind, that means you can achieve it with your hands. It has been a very strong word for me because it ministers to me in a way that I can actually conceive something in my mind. And then not just only can I conceive these things, I can actually make this thing come to life. So visioning is not just about visioning, you can call it dreaming. You can call it a whole lot of things. And then I'll be sharing my story alongside what I have written down. So the difference between great people and normal people is the ability of the mind. If your mind is handicapped, your physical ability is going to cripple. You won't be able to do anything if your mind is handicapped. If you cannot conceive a plan, that means you're just going to be where you are, and then you'll be wondering why some people are successful while others are not. It's not rocket science. It's not because one person is more intelligent than the other person. It's the ability of the mind. So I know that we are in a society whereby, especially in Nigeria, whereby people's dreams hardly come true. But let me tell you something. I'll soon tell you guys about my story and how I got to be where I am today. The fact that you are at a disadvantage doesn't necessarily make your dreams invalid. The fact that you're in this place, okay, for example, now I'm going to share a bit of my personal story with you guys. I grew up with a single mom, um, and my mom has been the one to cater for me and my siblings all my life. I would have simply pitied myself and just sat down and say, "Oh, okay, I can't do this. I am actually I don't have a dad. I don't have a complete family, so I can't achieve what I want to achieve. I don't have the ability to." But it's not about the physical ability, it's about the mental ability, it's about you seeing it for yourself. I I got to I realized myself, or I understood myself better when I told myself, okay, you know what, I cannot sit down where I am. I need to move forward. I need to move forward for myself and for people around me. I need to be strong for people around me, for my mom and my siblings. So growing up, I've always wanted to be a fashion designer. I I would wake up in the night, I would sketch designs, and to the extent that I wasn't even concentrating in class. My my teachers at then would beat me up, would flog me and say I don't concentrate. In fact, there was a time that someone actually even accused me of being in the occult simply because I was drawing in class. I was just she was sitting down, and I drew his wife, and I drew his wife wearing a very lovely dress, and then he said no, I must be in a secret cult for me to be able to do that. So all those things started in my head. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing what came to me. Some nights I wouldn't sleep. I'll just be designing. My teachers told me, okay, what you're doing will land you in trouble one day. You need to stay in school, focus, read your books, and do all of those things. And then I couldn't understand. I just wanted to follow my mind. So you see, the mind is a very strong tool. I would always tell people, please follow your mind, follow your dreams. Don't do things because other people are doing it. Don't neglect it. Don't neglect your dream. It's a God-given gift. God has given us as a gift. The mind can conceive a lot of things. So from secondary school, I conceived that dream of wanting to own my clothing line. My aunt, as a then, would always tell me, "Oh, you're going to own your clothing line one day. You're going to call it Lady L." And I will just laugh about it. It was, you see, this thing is very funny because whenever I imagine things, whenever I think, whenever I see the future, whenever I think about all these things, it just takes me to a world of my own. I just want to be there. I just enjoy being there. But I had so many levels I had so many places obstacles I need to cross. I had so many hindrances on the way, but I was just, it was just forming in my head. So it comes as an idea. It comes as you trying to enjoy what you're doing. And from there, I was like, I finished secondary school. I went to the university. I studied English. I never let that dream die. I kept pursuing my dream and my vision. I didn't let it go. So the real thing happened when I finished school. I took deliberate efforts. I would always meet people and tell them about my dream. This is what I want to do with my life. I want to be a fashion designer. I want to own my own clothing line. And then the universe brings the things the universe draws us closer to the things that we need to achieve our dreams. So I met someone, and I think I met him because of that purpose. And he told
I
me
didn't let
something
it
which I'm going
go.
to share with you guys. For
So
anyone that is
the
trying
real
to
thing happened when
follow
I
his
finished
dreams,
school.
for anyone who is trying to follow his dreams, the fact that you can actually even conceive a plan in your head, you've done 50% of the job. The fact that you can imagine something and imagine an idea, that's all you need. You don't need money. You don't need, all those things will come along the line. So he told me that the first thing I did was to imagine it, and that's a very good job. I did that. And then the next thing was to think of how I can achieve those goals, or how I can achieve those dreams. Okay, you want to be a fashion designer. What else do you want to do? What else? What can you do to be a fashion designer? Do you have the skill? Have you learned one or two things about fashion designing? Do you know how to manage people? Do you know the business of fashion designing? And then that aside, so the last thing is the implementation. That's the 25%. So 50% is the mind itself. For you to imagine it, you've done 50% of the job. 25% is for you to just take a step. Then the job itself is just 25%. So you've done 25, you've done 75% are just taking a step and just thinking about it. And the main implementation is just the last 25%. It's just 25%. So when he told me that thing, it was like someone just stirred up something in me. And within a week, I did all I had to do. I went, I bought the machines I needed to buy. I rented a place that I need to rent, and I started my fashion business. But that wasn't it all. The fact that I thought about it wasn't it all. I made plans. I saved for up to a year. I saved from January to December. So once you have a dream and you have a plan, there's no amount of money you need in this life that once you plan it, you cannot get it. There's no amount of influence that you want to get to that once you plan it, you cannot achieve it. I didn't just wake up and say, okay, I want to start fashion designing. What is the plan? So your plan is actually the whole work. apart from you thinking about it, you have to plan towards it. You don't just sit down and say, oh, okay, I want to own my own restaurant. What are you doing? What are you doing towards it? Have you gone to a culinary school? Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to manage people? Do you even have money to start a restaurant? So you now start thinking of ways you can get these things that you need to start that business. It took me 1 year to be able to open my own fashion business. It took me 1 year of planning, of saving, of learning. I didn't just wake up in the morning and I said, okay. Well, for some people, they have money, they can do that. But I started from saving up my allowances from NYC, from where I used to work. I saved up from January to November. And when people were looking at me and like, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. She's just wasting her time. She's always absent-minded. I alone knew what I wanted to do with my life. I knew what I was going for. So I didn't care about what those people were saying. People said sorts of things. In fact, even my mom, as then, she was telling me to quit my job and go and get a job somewhere better, somewhere I can get more money. But you see, when you know what you want in life, you're not there's nothing shakes you easily. No matter how juicy the deal is, or no matter how interesting it seems, don't get distracted. Just follow your dreams, and at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. Have a vision, have a dream, plan it, and follow it. Don't get carried away. I worked as a marketer for a fashion company. At a point, people were I met people that were, oh, okay, I have a job, I can give you a job. Why not? Come and work in this place. They'll pay you 100K, 50K, then as a copper. But I refused because I knew what I was learning. I knew where I wanted to go to. I knew what I was doing. People would say all kind of things. Oh, okay, this job is not fit for a woman. This you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. But I didn't listen to any of those things. I just kept focused. I kept on with what was in my head because I had it in my mind. So don't get carried away when people tell you, oh, okay, you don't do this, you cannot even do it. Sometimes circumstances in life can question your ability. You'll be feeling like, am I supposed to do this? Is this what I was called to do? But don't get carried away. You saw it in the first place. If you can see it, you saw it in the first place, make sure you hold it with your hands, make sure you can achieve it. So I have some little points I've written down here for us to write down and just think about them when we go home later. So the difference between you and me is the power of the mind. There's a reason why I can achieve. I can. There's a stage I can get to, and there's a stage you can get to when it comes to level of success. It's all in the mind. There's a reason some people want to fly on a first class, on a business class, while others want to own the plane, while others make the plane. So we all have different purpose in life. Don't leave your own purpose and go to someone else's purpose because you think they are making more, or you think you think, okay, it's greener on the other side. Don't do that. Another point I wrote here: your vision should be enough to push you. If your vision does not, if your dreams cannot wake you up in the night thinking, if you don't feel lost sometimes, if you don't think, if you don't wake up in the night and then there's this hunger in you, it starts with hunger. If you don't feel like you want to do something, like there's a purpose you want to achieve, you've not started. So that vision you have in you should be able to push you to achieve them. It should be able to push you. Your dreams should be able to push you to go for them, to get them. And then if your dream is not pushing you yet, that means you have to sit down, think about your life, and think about your purpose. We all have purpose in this life. Some people, there are difference between great people and just normal people. Normal people just want to live a simple life. I mean, there's nothing wrong with living a simple life. Some people just want to live a simple life and be happy. But people who want to leave a mark in this life, people after 10 years, after 20 years, they will still talk about you. You're phenomenal, you're controversial, you're great. You don't just live a simple life. You cannot just ignore your visions. So the difference between successful people and normal people is the power of the mind. Because great people stand up, wake up from their dreams and chase them, while other people just sit down and do nothing about them. And then I wrote another point here: the day you stop dreaming is the day you stop living. Trust me, if you're someone that wants to achieve something in life, that wants to keep a mark in life, the day you decide to be comfortable, that day you stop living, that day you start going down. Because in life you can either go forward or go backwards, so you cannot stay in the middle. You have to keep learning. As I'm talking to you right now, I've achieved my dreams of wanting to be a fashion designer. I own my own clothing line, I have my own staff, I have all of those things. But this is not where I want to stop. Anybody can do that. Anybody can own a clothing line. Hell, even if you don't have talent, you can own a clothing line. But that is not good enough. What would differentiate me from other people, other fashion designers, other people who also dream and chase their dreams, is for me to keep chasing my dream. It's for me to never stop dreaming. It's for me to always set another goal for myself. So I've achieved my clothing line. I'm happy. I'm fulfilled. What next? What will I do with my life? Because whether you like it or not, in this life, you can't just, you have to keep doing something. Whether it's roller coaster, whether it's rough, whether it's smooth, you just have to keep moving. Because that's all you're actually here for. You're just here to live. So whether you live well, whatever you do at the end of the day is what you live with, whether you're happy or not. Some people, that's why some people, so there's a saying that goes, the best place, or the place with the most talent is the grave, because so many people died with their talents. But I don't want to die empty. I don't want to die with all the talent I have in me. I want to die empty. I want to give the world whatever I have. I want to I want to live a life that, if I'm leaving this world tomorrow, I'm living empty. I know I'm done. I've given out all myself. I have lived my life. I have expressed my life. I've expressed myself through what God has given me, through my vision, my dreams, my mindset. I want to make sure that I have brought out myself to the world. And then recently I was talking to someone who was a doctor of books, and he told me something which I've actually experienced myself. Sometimes God drops ideas in us, and even the Bible said it, that if you don't use it, the Bible talked about when God gave some people talent, and then the people that didn't use their talent, He took it and added to those people that used it. So if you don't use your God-given imagination, your God-given vision, if you don't use it for anything, someone else will take it and use it. And when someone else does that, you would regret for the rest of your life. It's better for you to do something and fail, knowing that, okay, it didn't work that way, so what other way can I follow, than for you to sit down because of you're scared to risk everything you have. What's the worst that can happen if you follow your dreams? That's what I tell myself whenever I want to take some kind of decisions or something. Whenever I want to do something, I'll ask myself, what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is, okay, I lose this, I lose that. So what? It's life.
Wow. Oh, we noticed network has
And then,
gone bad.
so
Um, I was actually having a swell time with Emmanuela or Ella. Ella is someone that you would definitely love to meet. Ella, are you back? Are you back? Okay, continue,
hello.
continue. I can hear you. Continue. Okay, I believe she's still having issues with her internet. She's someone that you would love to meet. She's calm, she's quiet. Um, you would definitely like to share ideas with her because she's very talented. I've met her a couple of times, and I proudly wanted her to be on this show because I saw her evolution. I saw how she grew too. We were in the struggle together in Abuja, so I saw all this part for Ella. I um Emanuela said, "I can't hear you, sir. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, say put a put a message on the chat. Let me know if you can hear me, if I'm audible. Can you hear me now? I need to know you can hear me. I need to know if you can hear me. Okay, I've confirmed that. So this session, we'll wait for Emmanuela for a while longer. If she doesn't come, we'll bring in the next speaker. If you have questions for her, she will definitely see your questions. She has really dropped a lot of insightful nuggets for us to carry with us. Okay, she's back. She's back. She has dropped a lot of bomb on us for us to go with. When she comes back, she will round up and then we'll go to the next speaker. If I wait for her about a minute and she doesn't come back, I will find a way to continue the session without her. Thank you guys. We hope. Oh, Emanuela, you're back.
Sorry, the network is crazy.
Yeah, this is Nigeria. We understand that. So, so that the network doesn't catch up on us again, I'm thinking you should now probably just round up since you are towards the end of your presentation.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Since you're towards the end of your presentation, let's just find a way to round it up and then go to the next thing. Hello guys, if you have questions, you can start dropping your question in for Emmanuela. I call her Ella. You can start dropping your question in for Ella so that she can respond to them as she comes back online. I know she'll be happy to answer your question, whether they are now or later. She can come into your DMs, she can come to you and send messages back to your questions. First of all, this is Evolve Coach Summit 2021. The tiny little actions. If you are yet to connect to any of the speakers that have been speaking since yesterday, please do so to connect with them. A lot of them may have something that you want. It may be knowledge, it may be networking, it may be content, it may be one thing that will take you from one step of your life to the next step of your life. So try as much as possible to connect with them. Their profiles and their names are the same. You probably just get them to respond to you. If you mention that you were in Evolve Coach Summit, Tiny Little Actions 2021, they will listen to you fast. They are very nice individuals. It doesn't matter how busy they are, they make out time for the things that matter. And for them, sharing their life, sharing their stories are the things that matter, and they are willing to share. Next on the stage is Christiana Rita. She's from Uganda. I hope we'll brace ourselves to listen to her because she's coming right up. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next session. The next one should be around 15-20 minutes, right? Yeah. See you guys in the next session. And then the third session is a guest that is a surprise. I don't want to spill the beans for when she comes, but I want you all to be ready for explosive content today. Like explosive. Now, this is a disclaimer. For those of us that like to consume and not act on what we learn, you will probably just lose out. If you can act on these things, no matter how small, like Emmanuela have just dropped on us, how you see yourself matter. Your dreams, if you are a dreamer, continue dreaming as long as you can work on your dreams. So taking action on these things are way more important. I will not dwell too much on this. Most of us that are taking action know what it takes and know the results we get from taking action. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next session. That should be like 15 minutes to 20 minutes from now. Thank you guys. See you.